Today's video is concerning a video game that was distributed through Steam from Christmas time 2013 to Christmas time 2016 on behalf of the developer Facepunch, Rust Legacy. Today we're going to be using a set of utilities to view the environment within the game here. I'm going to turn off most of the user interface here, so we just get a kind of a cinematic view. You probably only see the video screen activity itself and potentially hear the sounds within the game. And hopefully I don't die. Point of contention, if you're in admin mode in a video game, you're the admin, you're the server administrator, and it allows you to die for any reason at all, including just breaking your damn legs, I have a personal problem with that. Just saying. So anyway, hopefully I don't crunch my legs during this or die. I probably will. So anyway, this is one of the many pits in the video game Rust Legacy. I'm going to bring up the map. Hopefully it shows it. We're a little green dot about midway up the screen over to the side. I'm going to do this so I can use a pointer, and you might see a dot swirling around a little green X there. You'd have to be in high-res mode to be able to see that in video on YouTube. The rest of these are going to be off-map, except one of them off the coastline, hopefully underwater. Again, hopefully I don't die. And this is the one I'm referring to as the Grave or Pit 1. Now I'm going to read back what it actually is that I've given a name to it. This is just because I gave it a name. I'm calling it Grave 1 to the right of Hacker Mountain, because that's basically the correct location for it. I did a video about this a while ago. You can build in these holes. I found other ones almost identical to it. One that's really, really large out in the middle of the water, which I think I covered in a previous video about the depths of madness. That's another video if you want to go look it up. I'll probably provide a link. Maybe I won't. But I found more than one of these. So let's visit the one I just mentioned. Let's see here. First of all, let's get us to the pit out in the middle of the ocean. Now, you might be seeing a copy of Rusty, the Legacy version of it, on my screen. I've criticized this thing, but it works really well. It has some defects. Okay, fine. I'm not going to get a custom version this way, even though I complain a lot and beg. But anyway, let me see if I can find it on my list of auto jump points really quickly. If I can't find it quickly, then I'm just going to give up. So yeah, I'm going to give up. Let's do, I'm going to call it Grave number 2 to the right of Little Draco Mountain. And here we are, and wow, it's a similar thing. And what if you, let's cover the shape information of the majority of them, not all of them. I'll show you the freaky one in a minute. They're shaped like this. Now, what that indicates, if you draw straight lines in it, or triangles, you'll find out that we're within a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles or something. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of a hard perspective unless I can see the 3D graphing of it in the form of it showing me the actual triangles. I can't see it. But yeah, this is one where it's basically, it looks to be 2 vertices or vertexes pulled into the ground. And this is the location here. And we don't have to teleport to the other one. We're just going to walk there, I do believe. Let's see here. Boink. Yeah. Now, where we are here, again, when I bring up the map, we're not on the map anymore. We're way over there. There are 2 mountain ranges. One is large and one is small. They're nearly the same. They might be cut and paste. But the larger one I'm going to call Big Draco, and the other one Mini Draco or Little Draco or Dragon. They actually look more like, seahorses, if you look at it on the map. I'll include a link to one of the images so you can see it. Where the heck is this pit? Okay, I'm lost. But then again, that's my normal status. Let me just go ahead and bring up the Grave number 3 by Little Draco's mane. One was at the tail, one was at the mane. Okay, sorry, these weren't next to each other. There we go. This is why people edit videos so they don't look bad or look like an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't care. It's okay. Anyway, here we go with this one. This is at the other part of Draco. mountain or range. And let me bring up the naming I gave it for a reason. I should have read my own notes. Right a little Draco's tail. So if you imagine a seahorse looking to your right, the tail below is where that other one was. This one is above its head, which means that's Draco Mountain. That's the head of Draco over there. And we're at this hole here. And at this point, references don't work because this is the other 15/16 of Rust Island 2013 that people weren't playing on. This is way beyond areas that were given names. So I'm just giving them names myself, and I'm just going to use them because I kind of want to make it to where the game... I'd like to make it to where the game doesn't improve in popularity because people simply alter the game or whatever, because everybody who alters the game forgets to tell you how they did it or leave notes so we can keep reproducing the results. Very unscientific of them. Instead, you can just use the arena function that a lot of the altered servers have and just make servers where you just build out here and just put out things. We need someone to, break kfab, as they said in the old days, and give us the code we can use to put buildings on the ground out here. I've seen 2 or 3 YouTube channels do this on a regular basis. The information isn't released. And they always say something like, it's not ready or whatever. Bullshit. Give out the information. But anyway, let's go to the next one. So that was Little Draco, tail, and mane, just behind its head, which means that's the head and that's the nose over to the left there, and that's the head over there. And we're above what is the mane because of the way everything feathers out here on the map. That's why I did it. Doesn't mean it makes sense. Change the name whatever you want to. Now we're going to go to the upper map normal hole. And again, this is the same shape. You know it now. You love it when you love to see it. And they all have the same characteristic. Now what this looks like is a single click with a mouse while someone was using a terrain editor. Now, before you might have seen me idiotically run off in the distance to go to, hypothetically, the other one, but I was mistaken. These areas all look about the same, which means they're interchangeable. And remember, there's 16 of them, and we're only normally in the game using one of the 16 in the lower left corner of the map, which is right there. And it's bordered by, if I can do this really quickly, if you can see my little dot, it should be in the upper right-hand screen. There's a corner here to what was called the rock update, which was done early 2014. This put rocks all over the map. And it's roughly a square that goes out here. It doesn't proceed into the water, which honestly is kind of sad. I'd like to have some offshore stuff. And then it comes up here and it only covers this part. And this is the main map area most people work within. But there's nothing actually restricting you from going way out here. And again, people set up something called the arena function and set up arenas all over the place. There's 16 places you could have full gaming experience, including overlap. And we need to be able to spawn resources, and we need to be able to spawn animals. Let's go over this way. Now, I'm currently using Fogarite. There's another one that's shall remain nameless, but I'm using it recently. Until I get really good at it, I'm not going to give an opinion of it. But it exists, and you probably know which one it is. Anyway, this is the other grave, or whatever. And this one's the weird piece of bacon, like you get out of the grease trap. I'll just teleport to it anyway, so you get the full experience. This is the upper right of the map, warped area, and this is the warped one. And, yeah, I set the height wrong. I got to fix that. And it's not normal. This is a misshapen mistake. Something happened. I'm not sure if the triangles are distorted here or not. And again, these look like a single click with the mouse, but this makes me wonder, were these points left in the map as a point you would be able to see if you looked at it in the editor so you could fix something? Or were these depth gauges or something? As I did in a video recently, originally the water table or the ocean was lower by 60 meters or something. So I don't know. And now we're going to go off and I'm going to probably, let's see if I can find it. But there are, if you're curious, one grave to the right of Hacker Mountain. That's the one I did a video on before. The second one is to the right of Little Draco's Tail, which I will have my own weirded up map. I'll just put it up as an accent to this. The one above its main, and then we have the upper right part of the map that has the normal one that we're just at over there, and this one here that's weird shaped. Okay, now I'm going to try and find the pit in the middle of the ocean. And if I have to, I'll pause the recording, because I can pause the screen grab video here and see if I can take us to that one hole in the middle of the ocean. Seafloor dent is what I called it. I'm going to teleport to it. And here we are, and oh, I built something because I are stupid. Let me get the full majesty of it all. Let me go here, and I'm going to squat down. Let's see if I can do this. Destroy all. Let's see if it works. Cool. And I don't have a tool. Hold on, because I are stupid. I'm going to give myself a weapon set, or tool set. Tools. That'll work. There we go. And let me... Oh, it helps if I turn on the user interface. There we go. And let's bonk that thing. All right, then we just put that away. And we come up here, and you'll see this is a much bigger space. Let's get down in here and get to the bottom. It's a flat square in the bottom, and it's shaped... Well, it's kind of hard to show you how it's shaped. It's shaped like a really big octagon, it looks like here. I'm not really sure. Kind of hard to tell. And it's out in the middle of the water. And we'll just show it on the map. And I have to look at the sky for you to see it. Let me do this. And see where it says Fogarite, Destroy System? Look up and to the left, and you'll see a green dot in the blue water. That's where that's located. And that seems like a perfect place to put some damn thing. Again, I can't tell if these were markers made into the game, or they were just added in because reasons? I'm not really sure. Anyway, and here we are in the quasi-normal area in the video game. We're back near, obviously, a simple place in a simpler time that a lot of people are nostalgic about. So I just wanted to show everybody the various locations. I will give the quasi-GPSs for each of them, so you can visit them. And that's what this video was about, is just those defects in the game that look like somebody misclicked. I want to point out that the other island, this one's called Rust Island 2013. Rust Island 2, which is a map that was never fully built, but we have evidence for, has dents like this too. And I can't tell if they were used for reference points, rotation points. I don't know. I've built game levels before and built terrains, and very often I would do that so that I would have a point of reference to line things up with. But I don't know. If any of you know the answer or want to contact Facepunch and ask them about it, go ahead. But anyway, I thought you might like watching the video. And that's really just about it. I thank you for watching. I wish you a good day, and I wish you all luck with this. And again, I'm very, very curious if really what we should be doing is just altering the game to where we can just explore more of it, and that we have the ability to spawn things out where we normally can't. Because I think that would be a good thing. For instance, how about something a little bit weird here? Let's see if we can have a little fun in the last minute or so, if we can get up here. Yeah, it's possible. We can do this. We just have to make these normal spawn points rather than having to do it manually. And preferably not in this pattern. I obviously screwed it up when I altered it. So anyway, there's possibilities for expansion later. Maybe we should take advantage of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Hope this video has been entertaining and or useful. Bye.